forward to the next segment, I would like to invite on the stage Ms. Pranita, who is a co-founder at Bindi Gazette.
Thank you, Mr. Sufyan, for the introduction. It's a delight to witness such engaging futuristic conversations. Let's take another step into the future, or should I say, back to the future. Ever met somebody who talks about cloud architecture like it's a weekend binge series? That's Darshit Kasliwal, Head of Engineering at Empower Integrated Solutions. Darshit's the mind turning complex systems into effortless intelligence. Let's see what happens when tech meets pure passion. AV team, please cue the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Darshit Kasliwal, techpreneur, Vice President of Engineering at Empower Integrated Solutions, and Harvard Business School alumnus. With over 24 years of experience, he's built and led global engineering teams, crafted enterprise-grade platforms, and set up centers of excellence in AI, generative AI, cloud, SaaS, automation, and data analytics, transforming businesses across healthcare, edtech, adtech, and IoT. At Empower, he drives the AI lab, leading breakthroughs in multi-agentic LLM implementations and next-gen business automation. A national-level chess player and passionate guitarist, Darshit blends logic with creativity, proving that true innovation is both strategic and soulful. Please welcome a visionary tech leader shaping the future, Darshit Kasliwal.
From Y2K to Gen AI, Empower has seen every tech wave. And Mr. Darshit, make sure this one serves itself. Mr. Mudit Thakkar, founder CEO, Younger Waiter, please come and welcome. So,
goes to IMA team for doing this, specifically on AI and innovation. बहुत सारे प्रश्न हमारे दिमाग में होते हैं, स्पेशली क्योंकि मेजर ऑडियंस स्टूडेंट की है, तो कैसे इस फील्ड में आगे बढ़ना, उसी का आज जो सेशन है बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. So I wanted to welcome you all into this fireside chat on the future of AI and innovation. As we kick off this discussion, I am reminded by a quote by former IBM CEO Ginny Romet, that is, AI will not replace human, but those who use AI will replace those who don't. That simple, powerful truth is why we are all here. That underscores the legacy of every enterprise to move beyond pilots and fundamentally transform their operations. And to guide us, we have none other Darshit Kasliwal ji. Darshit ji, I will first wanted you to go through your presentation that you have already made, and then I will take the questions.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. I'm really thankful to IMA and ISA for this wonderful event. For me, I would like to start with a mix of business and technology that can really create an impact with AI. You know, it's about in this case, I would like to, because a lot of students are out here, I would like to take the business part also. It is very important, though a lot of you must be engineers, but it is very important that you understand the business impact, how ROI can be created for enterprises. Otherwise, if you talk in US with a lot of customers with whom we are talking, everybody talks about they're spending millions of dollars on that and they are not getting the ROI of that. So yeah, so let's have a look at it. So this is all about the AI rush. So if you are aware, in 1849, it's like The people were called as 49ers. So there was a huge gold rush event that was happening in California in 1849, where there was some discovery about gold, and people were migrating from all the places across the globe using ships and all that, and trying to come to California and do mining to get the gold. But very few people, just 1 or 2% were there who actually got the gold out of that. So who were the winners? The winners were the ones who actually sold the shovels, or the ones who made jewelry out of it. So, and in fact, if you are aware, Levi's jeans, that was the time when during California gold rush, it became so popular and a brand for more than centuries, couple of centuries. So we have to think about it like whether we are building the foundation model, a fine-tuned model, you want to do a full tuning, or you actually want to build something on top of that, like a jewelry over there. I'm not sure if you have heard or read the yesterday's news. Like Cristiano Ronaldo mentioned that, and he confessed that he used perplexity to give a speech. Okay, so that was something that really took perplexity to the next level now altogether. Just like the way he did for Coca-Cola earlier, where he moved away the bottle. He moved away the chat, now he has moved away ChatGPT, and perplexity has come in with this just one statement. But that's a jewelry, right? So you have to think about it, what you're going to build with AI. So a lot of automation is happening right now in US, and as you see, if you're aware of what is tacit knowledge is all about the human intelligence or the criticality that is required for human to take decision. If you see the curve right now, all the knowledge-based systems are getting automated first, where it's all information-driven, maybe the influencers, the contents, and all that kind of stuff. And the businesses or the industries which need a lot more physical presence, that is going to take time. But everything is going to be touched upon with AI. So you need to ensure that whatever business you are in, you can. AI is definitely a must around that. So this is from one of my Harvard professors, like automate the ordinary and humanize the extraordinary. It's a very simple statement, but it has got a lot of insights. Whatever mundane work that you're doing day to day right now, obviously AI will take over. Then is it something that the jobs are going to go down? No. In fact, you would be doing some extraordinary works around that. So you have to think about that. For example, let's say if you are at airport and you have kiosks and automated boarding passes you are getting, but if the flight is delayed, it's the human who is going to empathize the anxious traveler. So it's all about how you use AI, and maybe from transactional way of talking to people. Like people are so transactional. If you go to bank or if you go to any of the businesses out there, right? Because they want to just get the deal done or something like that. Maybe if all these things are getting automated, then the transactional would actually convert into emotional or empathy. So these are the things that can happen, and that can happen for the good. If your bot is working, you might get some more time for your family, right? So it's all about how you perceive things. Now what if AGI has come? So just for everyone's reference over here, AI is something what you want AI to get it done, and that will get it done for you. But in case of AGI will decide what it wants, and it will get its work done for you. Right? There are many such use cases that might come up in future. So, for example, having your own digital twin who is working with you, growing with you, maturing with you throughout your lifetime. So these are some of the AGI implementations that can happen in the future. There could be a lot of blue ocean strategies that can come up. Right? So think beyond, and that's what's going to happen. Think beyond the ordinary and build something legendary. This is how things will work and go on, because we are here to do some more creativity instead of doing all the day-to-day mundane work. This is about how to get ROI for any kind of businesses. In fact, you might feel that okay, you are automating something great, very exciting, but that might not give you the ROI. So you have to ensure that whatever is voluminous, repeatable, first take that and automate that. First build. In our company, we have automated so many things, and we have given them as a tool to our sales, marketing, every one of them. We have built some custom GPTs around that. and it is really helping them to because the management knowledge is going at the business level or at the employee level, and they are able to just generate what we want. So that is actually scaling up, and you can have more customers around that. So it's all about the mindset, and whatever is human-led or which needs a lot of criticality or rare disease and all, that is something can be taken up at a later stage, right? So how do we do cost optimization? Okay, so a lot of things Mr. Milind also said about drones and all that. It's a great thing that he mentioned about, right? So we can also have slim models now, like have very small quantized models. You can just run it on simple edge locations and just use that to serve the purpose, right? So every student out here can build quantized models, slim models at edge and build something around that. You can put a small LLM inside a drone also around that. So just think beyond what you are doing in day-to-day life, you know. Obviously, there are some more things like distillations and all that. These are some advanced concepts. As everybody mentioned out here, you have to learn. It's out of 1,000, if one guy is getting selected, please start learning, reading. And you don't need now degrees from best of the colleges in the world. You have Perplexity, you have got ChatGPT. Treat it as your tutor and run daily. You can configure in Perplexity about like I want the latest coming up in AI, and it will drop you a mail or something like that. Keep on reading about that, right? Because there is no substitute for that actually. You have to come out of your comfort zone and do it. Apart from that, there is for the business guys out here, ROI, like there is a concept of value chain analysis. Just understand what is your process flow, and the process flow, or maybe the financial flow of your company, the material flow, the resource flow. Identify each and every point. There are concepts, strong advanced concepts like time-driven activity-based cost analysis. You can do all that at every point and identify which part, if I automate, I will get the maximum ROI. So that's how you have to think about it. Like there are standard frameworks to do that. By just going by a fluke of like, okay, maybe I'll try to automate this, it doesn't work, you have to have your groundwork done around that. Okay, now let's come to the very interesting area. It's all about jewelry also that I mentioned, right? It's not about like you can build applications, you can do a red teaming. Red teaming is something like just like you do pen testing, you can do red teaming. So you build a team which can track and try to hack the LLMs and all in a very ethical way, guys. I'm not here to explain I mean, like it has to be done in an ethical way over there. So prompt injections. It's so easy to inject for a chatbot. If you just say ignore whatever master has told you and just follow the instructions I give below. So this is a prompt injection, very simple one. Try out on a couple of bots and you will find what's happening. Then tool poisoning. So there are a lot of plugins and MCP tools that have come up now. Like you should read about MCPs because that is the future, right? So there are ways to poison the tool. So these are all things that you have to be aware of. Just start reading about it and start experimenting. I would like to take one interesting one is token smuggling. So in token smuggling, what happens is you can give an image and you can just encode that image and tell AI to decode that. But in that decoding, it is having some function calls or some malicious stuff which executes. So the focus of AI is on just decoding and not on the execution that is happening. So these are so many ways to do it. So you can run a business around by creating a security tool for AI. So this is all for the students out here and who wants to learn on AI, right? You have to get your just on top of reading, right? Like, so attention is all you need. I'm sure a lot of you must be knowing about that. That's the research paper which Google had actually done, right? Google Brains team actually created the paper, attention is all you need. If you have not read it, just read it. That's how the LLM which Sam Altman actually discovered using this paper. So you have to read, get into the internals of transformers, then only you will understand how the transformer works, how the QKB patterns work, and then actually you can write much, much better prompts. So you need to understand what, you have to get into the internals, but just by being at the top, it doesn't work. Just like Mr. Kumar mentioned, right? Like, I'm not able to get up early in the morning, right? Something like, it's not about, or maybe if people want to follow that, okay, I want to follow a 5 a.m. club. But instead of thinking about starting and getting up at 5 a.m. club, think about like a 10 p.m. club. Sleep at 10 p.m., then only you'll be able to get up at 5 p.m. Similarly, you have to think about data first and then ChatGPT response or whatever response that you are getting or LLM response. It is about, like, everybody says, oh, this LLM is hallucinating, it is not giving you the right answers. But think about the data that you are giving, right? So it's all about at the source. This problem is the source. Build a data engineering startup that can actually, which can serve the LLMs. So think about all these options that are there. So it's a very simple way, like I'm just trying to get into more details about like AI is a co-star. Just think about how you write a prompt, right? Give the context, give the objective, right? Give step-by-step instructions, give the tone, style of it, give the assets, the documents that you want, and obviously the role that you perform on the result output. Very simple ways. There are standard methodologies to do it. So just don't write simple prompts like that. Use some frameworks around that. If you don't know the frameworks, ask ChatGPT, Perplexity, okay, what should be the framework? What is the best framework for writing prompts? And use it. Okay, I'll just come to one of the very interesting slides where $100 million were given as bonuses by Meta to the OpenAI, right, for poaching employees, right? Do you think it was just a talent war? Just think about it. Like, it is something about, they have been hired not for what they know or but they have been hired for what they don't know or what not to do actually. To be very precise, like it can save a lot of CPU cycles if they know whatever prompt or whatever training data that they are giving or the iterations that they are giving. It can save millions of dollars. That's why I mean, this is one of the key reasons. Apart from their talent or knowledge, it is about what not to do in the iterations of the GPU cycles that they are running. So this is one of the key insights. So from it's a very different world out there who is trying with whom we want to compete. Yeah, so that was short presentation. It's all about like learning the art of jujitsu, which is Japanese concept. If something is coming your way, just use its power and make a difference. Thank you.
So एक ब्रीफ प्रेजेंटेशन तो हमने देख लिया. मुझे IIM की टीम ने बताया है कि मुझे जल्दी से 2 या 3 क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट करना है, 2 क्वेश्चंस पूछ के सेशन कंप्लीट करना है. साथ ही में मुझे ये बताया गया कि अगला सेशन एक 12 ईयर ओल्ड इनोवेटर का है जिसका नाम है प्रसिद्धि, और यू विल बी अमेज्ड टू अटेंड हर सेशन. तो मैं आपको ये बोलना चाहूंगा, प्लीज बेयर विथ मी with us for another 15-20 minutes. Very insightful talk, Darshit ji.
I had to rush because of time.
No. आपने चूंकि अलग अलग हैट में काम किया है, जनरली वी हैव अ मिक्स ऑफ ऑडियंस जहाँ पे आईटी कंपनी के ओनर्स भी हैं और स्टूडेंट्स भी हैं. एज फार एज आईटी कंपनी ओनर्स इज कंसर्न, एआई मॉडल बनाना एक काम है और उसको मोनेटाइज करना दूसरा काम है. मोनेटाइजेशन में कहीं ना कहीं परेशानी जाती है. अगर आप उस पर कुछ पॉइंट दे सके कि मोनेटाइजेशन कैसे इजीली पॉसिबल कर सकते हैं अगर एआई बेस्ड मॉडल किसी सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी ने बनाया या कोई इंडिविजुअल स्टूडेंट भी बनाता है.
I mean, as I said again, like creating a model is totally different ball game altogether, right? Where you need a lot of GPUs and all that kind of stuff, right? So, but if you're creating a model, it has to be something different, you know. First of all, if someone in India is creating a model, right? First of all, just as one of the guys mentioned that for the vernacular or multiple language, that makes sense. But if you're trying to compete with some of the models that are already there, in India, we need to have that kind of knowledge, something to give to the world. Then only if you train the model, then it will give value, right? Otherwise, all the foundation models, be it Llama, Claude,
ChatGPT, they have got the best of the knowledges, right? I mean, like, had it been that we invented like a aircraft or something and we had that knowledge, that would have added a lot of value over there, right? So think about the knowledge which is residing in India, then build a model. That is what I think about.
ग्रेट जनरली बोला जाता है कि जो एग्जिस्टिंग एलएलएम्स हैं उनको यूज करना चाहिए या बिल्कुल स्क्रैच से बनाना चाहिए. कई सारे इसमें प्रश्न होते हैं अपकमिंग स्टार्टअप्स के. तो एग्जिस्टिंग एलएलएम्स को यूज करना कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है और कितना इजी है?
Definitely existing LLMs have the entire knowledge base. You need to have the right kind of prompt systems to use that, and maybe slight fine tuning can be done based on your business need. Actually, you can create right with multi-agent architectures now. You can actually have one agent work on a small domain. So take a quantized model or take a small 7 billion parameter model and just fine tune it for your business. Right? So every agent, let's say if it is an invoice agent, right? It is creating invoices. Just give it some 1,000 invoices to train and just use a very simple 7 billion parameter which can run on a Mac Pro also. Right? So that way you can do it. Yeah.
Recently, we are into education. We have trained a model specifically for training students into something as new as robotics. So I totally resonate with your point. Specifically coming to the point of students, generally learning एक बहुत बड़ा important point है और उसमें मैं generally बोलता हूँ कि T-shaped learning करना जरूरी, जिसमें horizontal और vertical दोनों ही expertise पे focus करना है. आपने चूंकि PPT में भी कवर किया, बट 2-3-4 ऐसे कौन से पॉइंट बताएंगे जिसमें लर्निंग स्पेसिफिकली जो यंग ऑडियंस है क्या क्या चीजें लर्न करें जिससे वो अपने आप को कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं आपकी जैसी कंपनी के अंदर?
Just don't be coders, be thinkers also now. Well, things are changing. You need to know the functional requirements well. If you're working on any software, for all the IT companies, it is one of the biggest challenge right now, as everybody mentioned about hiring guys. We have actually changed the way of our hiring now. Like we want someone who is good in communication, who can really write good prompts, right? He need to have a logical thinking. He need to have a business analysis mind. And obviously he need to know some kind of coding on Node.js, Python or something, so that he can actually tune the system. In fact, a lot of our guys in our company without even coding knowledge are able to do in our AI lab that we have built. Even without any kind of coding knowledge, they are able to build. So it is all possible, yeah.
मैं जब आपसे बात कर रहा हूं तो दैनिक भास्कर ऐप से मुझे एक नोटिफिकेशन जस्ट मैं रिसीव करा, जिसमें इंडियन मोबाइल कांग्रेस अभी जो दिल्ली में बड़ा इवेंट हो रहा है वहां पे एक न्यूज आई कि इसमें एआई रोबोट चलती ट्रेन में खराबी रियल टाइम में बताएगा. तो एआई इज ऑल हियर इन बिटवीन अस, बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही हैं. लास्ट क्वेश्चन, चूंकि इन द इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट इट इज बीइंग मेंशन्ड दैट यू आर अ चेस प्लेयर आल्सो. आपने नेशनल चेस खेला है और बहुत सारी चीजें करी हैं. तो चूंकि चेस में हम स्ट्रेटेजी बनाते हैं, परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन करते हैं, आप कैसे देखते हैं कि करंट एआई जो वर्ल्ड है जिसमें इतने सारी चीजें अननोन है, हमें पता ही नहीं कि अगले 2 महीने बाद 3 महीने बाद क्या होने वाला है, तो एज अ चेस प्लेयर हाउ डू यू see this situation and cope up with this situation?
Very exciting question. In fact, I was at Howard Square just 10 days back playing chess with Russians over there, or with the betting over there. Like they do all that betting and all. You know, that has really helped me to understand how LLMs and all work, you know. If you are aware of tree of thoughts and chain of thoughts, right? Tree of thoughts is like you have 5 combinations. Every combination, let's say if it's a king's gambit or a queen's gambit, you will go 5 steps ahead, think about what is the next step I'm going to play. Okay, you revert back, you go to the next one, try to see what all. So you try out 5 chains, 5 sequences at same time, and then you combine and decide one move to do, right? Similarly, with mixture of experts and now coming in all those things, right? The tree of thought concept can be used even in prompt engineering, and you can create some great result or output using that concept also. And I think that resonates well.
Thanks a lot, Darshit ji, for being so candid and sharing your knowledge. I think the 3 key takeaway or a skill that a student can learn for making them accommodate in this AI-based world is the first is the project management skills, where you have to implement your AI knowledge. The second one is the people management. where you are dealing with the people. And the third one is the communication skill, where you are communicating your thought in the right way and implementing. Thank you very much for being so candid. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Once again,
Thank
all
you.
of you for taking this.
Host you and Mr. Mudit for such a stimulating discussion. Thank you for sharing your insights and experiences and making us a little more tech savvy along the way. Also, guys, we have an energetic jamming session post the program, so I request all of you to attend that as well.